let's get into the lazy generation. We're going to go to Anton's video first. His video was titled, Gen Z is lazy, unprofessional, and don't want to work. People say it's hard finding good workers. Kind of goes along with what I said yesterday. So, of course, you know I'm going to speed it up. Shout out to y'all that are here. Please hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Being professional. And I'm mostly talking to the younger Gen Z crowd. And I know I probably look like I'm a part of that. I'm actually almost 27, if you would believe it or not.
Girl, you still a part of it.
I've been talking about this with many people recently, people that I work for, friends of mine, whatever. There's so many problems with the younger generation coming into this professional field, any professional field, really. Like the way they format emails. You guys are emailing like it's a text. Emails need to be professional. They need to have a subject, an intro, an ending, a signature. You can't just be like, okay, great. That's a text. That's not an email. And also there's a lack of taking initiative. I feel like all the interns I'm bringing on and all the young people I'm working with are just doing exactly what they're told. I'll ask them, for example, I work in a lot of marketing and social media fields, meta ads, you name it. I'll ask them to make a video. I've never once had them make me 3 and be like, I made these, pick your favorite one, let me know your feedback. Or they never said, okay, I love that idea. I'm also thinking maybe we could do this. There's none of that. It's just black and white to them. You guys have to start taking initiative. I just got my biggest
initiative. What? Generation Z is not taking the initiative? What? Do they even know what that means? Allegedly. Do you think they even know what that means? Allegedly. Initiative. The lazy generation. She thinks the lazy generation is going to take initiative. What? And this is one of y'all's own. For the upset Generation Zers, this is one of your own. Shout out to Ms. AB. Good morning to you, boo. She said, happy Friday. Have a great day, everyone. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. You do the same. Take care of yourself out there. Appreciate you.
Retainer freelance client in the last week. My highest rate, my most exciting project yet in the last few months, at least. And I asked him, I met with the CEO today. I had only met with him over Zoom. I met with him today and I point blank asked him, why did you decide to work with me? You hadn't even really seen any of my work yet. We hadn't met in person yet. What made you want to move forward? And he was like, you took initiative more than anyone I've ever talked to, more than anyone else in the interview process.
So what she's saying is completely right. And it's very funny because even after posting this video, when you look at her comments, because obviously I like to see the comments and the comments give me some insight on if I want to react to it. And the young people were like, I'm not doing that. Man, skip that.
Oh, what? Anton, what? Now you heard what Anton said. What a surprise. What a surprise. Wow.
When you pay me this wage, then that's when I'll start showing initiative.
Oh, you mean $50,000 to drop fries?
No, you're not. You're not going to do anything different. You're not going to be any better because you are who you are regardless of where you at.
Exactly.
And so for me, I'm going to deliver. I'm going to be great. I'm going to be awesome. And I don't care if I'm working at a fast food place or if I'm making whatever it is that I'm making my businesses, right? I am going to over deliver every single time. And it's so funny to me that, you have a whole new generation of people because there's always been lazy people in every generation, right? That's not singular to just the people in general.
Did Anton say lazy people in all generations? Absolutely. He's absolutely right. But do you think these people think that? No, they're too busy looking at people who have money and being jealous whilst not wanting to work, whilst not wanting to take direction, whilst saying that they need to make this much money. Well, if you ain't going to do something to get you to that level, you're not going to make that much money. Then they just want to come on to TikTok and complain. Job finds out some of the time. Then they get fired. And then they say, that's not fair.
But you have a whole new generation where overwhelmingly, it seems like everybody is lazy. And that will never bode well. It will never translate. It will never, ever make you the type of money that you want to make. And people think that, oh man, wait, I'm going to wait till the situation happen. No, part of the interview process is knowing whether or not you are the actual person. And I'm not just saying interview for the job. I'm saying interview for a contract, interview for an opportunity. It's your sentiment. It's how you carry yourself. It's what you post on social media. All of those things.
What they post on social media? Are you kidding me? Are you saying, Anton, that there are actually people at companies that go out and look at your social media before they actually what? I mean, I know that's not what he said, but for those of us with a brain, we do know that in this generation, at this point in life, I should say, with everything that goes on with regard to the internet, there are people that have social media, the companies that have social media teams specifically to go out and monitor what the heck is going on. Because like I have said, that this lazy generation does not want to hear is that they will monitor your shit. And especially if you out there doing TikToks in uniform, if you're doing whatever. But I'm gonna just say TikTok. If you're doing whatever while the hours that you're supposed to be working, even if you're in the bathroom, if you're in uniform, how many people have we seen get fired because they're making TikToks while they're in actual uniforms, including the oppressor? But no, it's us that's got issue. Just like Albert said, where did he go? I thought Albert just said something. Oh, they think all boomers are rich. And even if they are, and Generation X now, don't forget Generation X, even if that's true, that has nothing to do with them, right? But they think they're entitled, because I assume that word will come up soon. They think they're entitled to what others have. They're mad about what boomers have. They're mad about what Generation X has. They're mad. They're pissed. Shout out to RBN. And so now they are pocket watching CEOs. They're saying that it's not fair. They make too much money. How could they? We don't have any. They should share. That's why they vote for socialists, thinking that they're going to get some trickle down. Shout out to Reagan. Thinking they're going to get some trickle down, and then they don't have to work. And what they're going to find out, slowly maybe, but they're going to find out, is that if you allow someone to take care of you, especially an entity, meaning the government, whether it's mayor, whether it's governor, whether it's whatever, is that if they're going to take care of you, then that means that they are in charge of you. And at the end of the day, these people do not want to be told what to do. Say I'm lying. They don't even realize that they can also take it away from you. But what do we know, right? Ms. AB says, work ethic is a beautiful thing. This new generation is special. My niece and nephew are ruining their lives and opportunities. They will both learn the hard way. I blame their mother, my sister. And that could be true at some point initially, but at some point they got to grow up too. Especially if they know how to be on the phone, get to Google and social media, and they can learn how to do all that, then they can learn how to get some shit together. And I'm sure that they have you that's telling them, and probably other people, they don't want to listen. It's just an expectation. It's crazy. It's crazy. Shout out to Jihanda. Thank you so much, Boo. He said, Messy, all this Snow Bunny trying to say is, you're not going to tell me. I'm going to tell. This one on the screen actually has work ethic and sense. So even though she is a Generation Z, she doesn't think she is, but she's a Generation Z. She's got some common sense. So somewhere along the line, she figured out I can't just be just whoever and whatever I want to be and then expecting something in return. Nobody cares about you personally, except maybe your moms. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying? These people think everyone's supposed to care about them. I'm telling you, this is a result of the participation trophy and your feelings matter. I don't care about none of their feelings. Not near none. Not near none. Ain't nobody got time for that. But they stuck in that mantra, that mindset, and they don't want to change, and they think everyone's supposed to change for them, and it's just not a reality. Ms. AB said they all think that I'm rich. I'm just disciplined with my finances and life decisions. Discipline? What? What, girl? Discipline? Child, you over here talking French. Discipline?
All I did was I had my first initial call with him. I was very responsive leading up to that call, answering him right away. After the call, I sent him, he asked me to send him over like a few ideas. I sent him like 100 ideas. Nothing like crazy, but I sent him a lot of ideas, very well thought out. I put a lot of effort into it. And then I added some additional ideas and perspective. And then I also let him know other things that I could do for him if the opportunity arises, other things I've experienced in. And then I followed up 2 days later saying, would you like to meet in person? I knew the neighborhood he lived in. I said, we can meet at this time at this place on Monday afternoon. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And he told me when we got to the meeting in person that he wanted to bring me on just because of that email and just because I set the time and place and took the initiative. So I'm not trying to sound like a boomer or something and like talk down or anything like that. But if I get it, like, I think it's a more anxious generation. There's an issue with taking initiative and all these things. But you guys, when you move into a professional setting, people love that. They want to see the hunger. They want to see the drive. No one is going to.
She just got it. I don't think
the hunger and the drive. They think hunger is when your stomach is growling and driving is when you get in your Tesla.
Level position. If you're applying to a ton of jobs right now, just try to take initiative, go into those interviews with ideas already in your head and just do better, because oh my God, all the young people I've been working with that are like in college, straight out of college, it's not been great.